Hey folks, how you doing? Leducium here, and I'm going to play some Orcs Must Die. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've played a couple of levels of this, so I have a little bit of experience now, but really I haven't gotten more than 20 minutes into the game, give or take, so I'm looking forward to playing this. It's been fun. I like Sang-Froid, which you can find on my channel from a few months ago or a little while ago, and this is kind of in the same vein. Actually, I think this was first, but this all reminds me of the tower defense strategic build / action games like the Horde, which was from the 90s, early 90s, and I grew up playing it and I had tons of fun, so I really like this genre or subgenre of games. And here we go. Before I talk too long, we're gonna ignore my Steam friends there, hopefully, and jump on in.
I've spent 300 years fighting for the Order.
So apparently, this is happening.
I've killed thousands of orcs and defended dozens of rifts. And this is how it ends. One slip and a kobold's blood, and my skull cracks open on the gatehouse steps.
Ah, sucks.
So now the task of defending this fortress falls to my apprentice.
Hey, that's us.
That's it then. The world is doomed.
If I was dying on a staircase, I wouldn't
Rest well,
take the time to
First things first. Let's see what he left me in this spell book.
go through that exposition. But anyways, we're gonna pick some items that we're going to use to fight off the Horde invasion, the Orc invasion, the Horde invasion. This time around, we're only gonna have to fight Orc warriors who are single-minded brutes who head for the rift. So we have our crossbow, which I have to choose, I can't undo, and then we can take 3 other items, and we can choose any of these that are in this list. We can take a blade staff, we can take a spike trap. So blade staff attacks the enemy up close, our crossbow attacks the enemies from a distance. We can take a floor trap, which we can place on the floor and resets after firing, and spikes will come out and basically stab some orcs. We can take a tar trap, which will slow them down. Shock zapper, which is ceiling mounted turret, and it's adept at flying flyers. Flying fryers is not what I meant to say at all. You can take a mana well, which restores player mana, takes time to recharge. I haven't actually used that one. Vampiric gauntlets, which drains enemy health. Alternate trades health for mana, which is interesting because we do have a second attack with the bow, and I'm guessing the sword as well. Alchemist satchel, which we can place acid bombs and remotely detonate them, or a floor trap, which flips up and burns enemies. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to take the spike trap because that's kind of a staple. But actually, I'm going to try these acid bombs. They look interesting enough. I haven't tried them before. I think it might be worth doing. We'll definitely take the floor trap and maybe something else like the other floor trap here, the Scorcher, which will burn up our enemies. So now we get to place our traps, and we also have these 2 archers on the sides here, which will help us out. And the point of the game, or our objective, is we have this gate. Orcs are going to come from that gate. They're going to head down this way, and we can see kind of the glowing blue lines telling us where they're going to go. And they're going to try to make it into this rift. We have 3 waves to defend against. You can see that in the upper right-hand corner. And we can only allow up to 20 orcs through. If we allow more than that, we lose. So that's the gameplay, basically. So what do we want to do? I'm thinking we could take our floor trap here and rotate it, and we can kind of section off this hallway like so. So basically anybody trying to get in here will get burned horribly. And we could do that again over here, which seems almost worthwhile. Alternatively, I can probably place it just in the hallway here if I wanted to, and then that'll fry everybody just coming in, or even like right there, and fry anybody coming in the door. But I'm thinking more along the lines of do one of those and some spike traps here, maybe more spike traps there. Okay, so that we can throw and detonate. Alright, you know what? This is a decent enough start. Let's go with this. I think we'll be fine. I could have put more spike traps down or something, but... And I can run across my own traps and I won't detonate the floor trap there, the Scorcher, either. And of course we can fire a bow. If we hit him in the head, we do get a headshot bonus. So that's nice. And that's our alternate attack, which, as far as I could tell, might hurt the enemies, but it definitely stuns them. Let's see if it hurts them. I can't tell if it hurt them. But it will definitely stun them. Which is nice, especially considering that we can stun them as they're trying to... Ooh, somebody hit me. Well, I can get this health. Next wave in 7 seconds. I don't think I need to build much of anything else. Maybe I'll throw some bombs. I'm trying to get a high score here. So, whee! Come on. Whole bunch of you. There we go. Yeah, the bombs are good. They're avoiding my bomb. That's fine. I can keep the bomb there. Can I switch out? I can. But then I can't detonate the bomb. I wonder if I can shoot it to make it explode. Let's find out. I can. Oh, that's sweet. The bombs take mana, unfortunately. A lot of mana, actually. So we'll switch out. We can get mana potions if we really need to. Shooting the crossbow doesn't take mana, but the alternate ability, the second shot, does. And we have these archers. We can actually build these units later on, and they'll help us out as well. Do I want to build anything else? Maybe a couple more spike traps, because I think it does get a little bit harder. This is the last wave, but I do want to save some money, mostly because I think it's a good idea. We'll throw a few bombs out, and then we'll get ready to shoot them as needed. I wonder if they'll both detonate, or if the fire trap will detonate them. Ah, the fire trap unfortunately detonates my bombs. But I'm fairly confident that between my shooting, my archers, and these spike traps will be fine. So the first level, of course, much easier than future levels. And I think the more money I have at the end of the level, the higher my score, so we want that, obviously. It's a little annoying how it detonates my acid. I'm not sure, I haven't figured out if I'm standing on the spike trap as it goes off. That might injure me. But there we go, and the spike traps reset. They take a little while to reset. It's a little annoying. But that's fine. I'm not gonna panic. And then we do a dance at the end, because that's what professional wizards do. But yeah, not gonna run away, not gonna panic, gonna stand right there. Let's see, we got 5 skulls. Excellent. So I'm pretty sure it does affect our skull score at the end there if we have more money. And what we can do with that is buy upgrades. So for example, right now I only have 5 skulls, and I would need 8 skulls to buy an upgrade to the spike trap, which spike traps gain a short snare. We can buy upgrades to our tar pit, which will allow our tar pits to slow targets even more. Storm Zapper holds an additional lightning charge. That seems very useful but expensive. Mana Well contains more mana, so as we saw, the explosive bombs, for example, take up mana. I'm guessing if I build the Mana Well, I can run up to it, get a recharge, so I have more mana to throw more bombs and other things. And then the Floor Scorcher has a wider arc of fire, which seems very useful. We're going to continue, however, and play at least one more level. I'm not quite sure how long this video has been, but there we go. Try not to make these videos too long. So now we have 2 doors we have to defend against.
I'll get a new toy to play with every time I defend a rift.
Yay. So we get 4 waves this time. We can only allow 15 folks through. We have this Paladin Guardian, which will also protect the rift, so if stuff gets by and goes back there, he'll help us guard it. So what are we going to take with us? Well, definitely, I like the spike trap. It's nice stamp. But you know what? I really like the bombs. So we'll take the bombs. The bot, something, the boogie. Up jump the boogie. We're going to take that. We have a new thing, arrow walls. I like those, so we'll take one of those. So let's put these in the order we want, because this is going to be how I select these from using my numeric pad on my keyboard here, numeric, whatever. Using my keyboard, so I want to select them in an order which I'll remember. And I think this will make a good combination here. So we'll take the spike trap, the arrow wall, and the floor scorcher. And I don't think it's worthwhile to build around one particular door, because that seems silly. So instead we'll throw down a wall scorcher here. We'll scorch anybody coming through this way. You know, a tar pit wouldn't have been bad either, of course, because I could throw another wall scorcher there, or even one here, but I'm thinking that might be too much. And the problem with these wall spikes here is, well, it'll get one side. But I think it's better off if we put them like up here, and we kind of cordon that off, and then we can build some spike traps. And I know I want to save money, but I'm going to build the spike traps a little after the other traps, simply because I wonder if I can throw these things. I can, and my mana recharges, which is kind of a little cheap, because I can sit here, wait for my mana to recharge. I can basically line the level with these things. I wonder if I trigger the horde, if they'll disappear. But whatever, we're good. Let's go unleash the horde. So here's my thought process. Because these things reset, I don't want to kill everybody all at once. I want them to have to go through these traps one at a time. So, and we'll trigger this thing. They don't disappear, so I can take my time and kind of set up traps. Yeah, that was it. That was the first wave. Let's do that again, or something similar along those lines. So we'll wait for a good amount of orcs to come out and then trigger that. And those that don't die to that will die to all these other things. Whoop! Ah, crap. I missed. But that's okay, we have plenty of other traps here. Plus we have the Paladin Guardian there. Okay, next wave in 9 seconds. Let's throw some of these things out. I don't want them to just trigger, so that's why I'm... Oh, okay, that's fine. I think... Are they going to come through that door now? They are. Alright, no biggie. Come on, a few more. There we go. Nope, don't trigger the flame trap. Ah, you dingus. Okay, and then that guy hit me. I was trying to lay out the poison, and there we go. Got him. Ah, I'm doing terribly. I don't want to trigger the flame trap early, because that seems like a bad use of my resources, of company resources. So this is wave 2 of 4. Oh, whoops. Meant to do that, but that's fine. Next wave is coming in. Come on. What do you mean unable to perform action? Maybe I have too many. I can only have 3 at a time. Alright, that's fine. Fair enough. We'll trigger that one over there because it's the closest. Maybe. There we go. Get some fire going. Unfortunately, a lot of orcs have made it through. Get to trigger another acid trap. But we will get to shoot them. Come on, let me hit the acid. There we go. Good times, good times is what's happening. So throw some acid. Exploded right away. That is a lot of orcs. I should maybe build another trap. But our knight's gonna also defend. Our knight hasn't even had a chance to defend. And the last wave, which I believe is the most wavy of them all. We can't go out here. That's about as far as we can go. So let's throw down our acid, of course, because that seems like the appropriate thing to do. Maybe even one in the middle here as soon as we get a little bit more mana. Do I want to build one more set of traps? Oh, kind of. I'll build one more spike trap there, and then maybe some spike traps. Let's build one out there. I think this will be fine. I think we'll have plenty. And we should live. We still have the Paladin Knight to protect us. And that seems good. I think that stuns them enough so that maybe the traps reset. Come on, Paladin. And that acid, of course. Do one more of those. Oh! Crap. I might have screwed up. I think I can get him. No! Hit me. Hit me instead. That was close. Alright. Paladin Guardian got pretty hurt. Nobody got through. We got a lot of money, but I cut it a bit close there at the end. I missed that acid trap, unfortunately. But we did get 5 skulls, which is great. That puts me at 10 skulls. I still don't think... Well, I could buy upgrades. I could buy an upgrade to the floor trap, which also traps... well, they get a short snare, which is good because that allows for other traps to reset a bit more. Floor traps are the least expensive. This gets further range, but I've been putting these in tight hallways, so I don't think it's worth it. What else? Mana Fountain. Yeah, I don't know. Wider arc on this seems very useful. Maybe I'll save up for that. So let's continue on. And this is about as far as I've gotten. So now we get a boom barrel, which could be useful. We'll find out. Let's go ahead and hit B key. That does cost 200. I don't know if I want to use that. Blows up 1 damage, but it seems like it could do a lot of damage in the meantime. And well, we get a new type of enemy here. We get a crossbow orc, which shoots crossbow bolts at you and your minions. Well, that stinks. So how are we going to defend?
Another day, another fortress, another rift to defend.
Ah, apparently
they always seem to break through the doors. We should do something about that.
We really should. So there's the door. So we've got that little overlook there that we could potentially use. And I guess they're going to head down this way, because I'm looking at the blue lines here, and head to our rift there. And we've got 5 waves, and 20 can get through. This seems like a good hallway too. Well, this whole hallway seems pretty good to defend. So we'll do that. So I'm thinking we want spike traps. We definitely want the acid bombs. They've been working out well. Spike traps are great. Arrow wall traps are good. And scorchers. We'll just kind of go with the classics here. No need to get too fancy. So how am I gonna do this? Well, arrow there. Arrow there. Maybe some arrow traps there. And let's put another one there. And last one there. Yeah, a lot of arrow traps basically. We'll throw a couple of these guys out. I'm going to throw one out back here just in case that I can use as a last defense sort of thing. I can't pick it up, so anyways, it doesn't matter. And we will go ahead and unleash the horde. And then I'll line the rest of these hallways with spike traps We'll be fine. So let's get a few of these guys in there. Detonate some of that. Yeah. Arrow traps. Doing good stuff. We'll throw another one of those out. Plenty of mana. We're doing fine. Doing fine. Just make sure to throw these guys out before the next wave, and we'll be alright. I am going to start laying out some of my next level of traps here. Oh, these guys. Oh, they're going to shoot at me. Well, two could play that game. So this is wave number 2 that we're facing. There we go. Waiting for enough enemies to get through there. Oops, got too close. I thought he would die for some reason, but he decided against that course of action. I guess it wasn't the most prudent. We'll throw this out here. I think I'm fine. I don't think I really need to build much more. I could be wrong. This could be how I die, but I'm thinking I'll be okay. Try to save up for skulls. I guess I can't hit him. Maybe I can. There we go. That was a good acid. I guess it does trigger the acid. Spike traps, come on. Bunch of yous. There we go. Nope. There we go. Whoop. Oh, the acid and the wall trap is a good combination. Gets him in there, and then it explodes the acid on its own. Yeah, nice. So we will throw more acid there, but I'll also throw some in here because it works. And we are doing great. This is going to be the toughest wave, but we haven't even had to fall back much, and we have room to fall back if we need to. Let's just not get hit in the process. There we go. Got that. Whoa, acid. Creates quite a mess. And boom. More acid. You guys, shoot everyone that I can. Shoot these guys. Oh, bad. But other traps good. And I am playing on medium difficulty. There is an easy mode, medium mode, whatever. It's called War Mage, and then there's a Nightmare mode. I can't unlock the Nightmare mode anyways until I beat this, so it doesn't matter. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty that I can. Of course, this is still early on, so I shouldn't brag too much, but I'm thinking so far this isn't too bad. This takes a little bit of... are we done? One more wave. This takes a little bit of effort. Let's throw down acid. Let's throw down more acid. And I am tempted to do another row. Or at least one more floor trap, just in case. I get a slightly harder wave than before. I want these guys to get closer so I can do that. Oh, that acid is so good. Come on. There we go. Triggered on its own. Whoa, there we go. There's so many of them. But that's fine. I do have that acid vial behind me that I can fall back on if I need to. It's my kind of safety net. Boom. But so far, we're doing alright as is. And I haven't used the acid before, so this is kind of my first time using it, and it's turned out to be very, very useful. So I like it. By the way, I should point out you can change your loadout. As far as I can tell, you can change your spellbook in between levels, or not in between levels as you're playing the level, in between waves. So kind of whatever you decide to use for that wave is what you get. But so far, that seems like a good combination. Although I do have a tendency to start using certain items and kind of get so used to it that I don't do other things. And we get more skulls, right? Victory. 5. Awesome. Lots of points. Fantastic. I'm very happy there. Let's go continue. So we get Wind Belt. I did use this. This is kind of cool. You get to push things back, which is useful if you want to push things back into a trap.
Not much room to work with here. It's a short walk for the orcs from the gate to the rift.
Alright, so there's the gate.
Acid pits will come in handy.
So the acid pit. So we can use the wind thing to just flick orcs into the pits of acid. Possibly. Like right here. And on that side as well. So like I could stand here and as they run at me, boom, just flick them in there. But it does eat up mana. One thing I could probably do is build some mana wells and then use that to recharge my wind belt and just flick the orcs into the acid. That's one possibility. But I'm thinking, and this is as far as I've gotten previously, but I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to try just defending it, because this is a tight hallway. I could build flame traps here, flame trap here, spike wall trap there. Maybe I'll do the acid pit afterwards. Well, anyways, with that, though, we're going to have to do this in the next episode. I'm going to put a break right here, folks, because I just realized I'm playing for quite a while. Time for a break in this video. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. I hope, if you did, please show your support, leave a like, and I hope you tune in for the next episode, because I'm going to keep on playing Orcs Must Die, and we'll see how we do after that. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later!